What if you could build the ultimate New York Mets dream team? We asked ChatGPT and we just a little research ourselves. We took some of the best players of all time at every position, from Tom Seaver to David Wright, all wearing orange and blue at the same time, put them on one team. Today we're diving into the greatest Mets roster of all time to build the greatest Mets team in Mets history. So let's dive in. We're going to start at the catcher position. It's obviously Mike Piazza. Hands down, the guy hit 220 home runs as a Met, nearly carried the team to a title in 2000 against the Yankees in the Subway Series. Pretty great overall catcher for the Mets. First base. This is a tough one, but we got to go Keith Hernandez. Gold Glove machine, team captain, and a key piece to the 1986 championship team for the Mets as well. Now, second base, let's go Edgardo Alfonso. Maybe the most underrated Met ever. 1999, he hit .304 with 27 bombs and played elite defense for the New York Mets during that season. Now, third, it's hard not to go with this guy. It's the captain himself, David Wright. All-time Mets leader in hits, RBIs, and runs. That shortstop speed kills, and nobody likes it more than Jose Reyes. 2011, he led the league in a batting average, was a nightmare on the base paths. Now, to the outfield. Now, this is where it's going to get tricky. In left field, you got Ceylon Jones. He hit .349 during the Mets' miracle season of 1969. Pretty solid hitter there in left field. Center field, you got Carlos Beltran. 41 home runs in 2006. Gold Glove defense. And he had that little bit of swagger to match as well. Right field, who else but Darryl Strawberry? Franchise leader in home runs in the 1980s Mets icon. You cannot say Mets and not think Darryl Strawberry. At DH, you got to think of a modern guy, more of a modern-day slugger. Pete Alonso, Polar Bears rookie year in 2019, he had 53 home runs. Enough said right there, right? So DH, Pete Alonso. Now let's talk. Absolutely, Phil. Just we've had really, really great Mets pitchers over the years. Let's start with one, and that's Tom Seaver. It's a franchise, 3-time Cy Young winner in the heart of a 1969 championship season as well for the New York Mets. Just overall solid pitcher. You got Jake DeGrom in 2018. The man had a 1.70 ERA and somehow finished with a losing record. Peak Mets, right? That's what happens. Now, up next, we got Doc was an absolute phenom. In 1985, he went 24-4 with a 1.53 ERA as a 20-year-old in the MLB. 20-year-old. Come on now. After that, you got Jerry Kosman, ? Maybe. Underrated legend. Key to both the 1969 and 1973 championship teams in New York as well. Now you got Al Leader. Big-time pitcher, fan favorite, big playoff ace in the late 1990s as well. Let's talk about the bullpen and the bench. Now, this is where it gets kind of tricky, too, because you think of a lot of people here. Out of the pen, you got some serious firepower for the Mets over the last several, in their franchise history. But closer, we got to go John Franco. Easy pick, right? 276 saves, career saves with the Mets. Just hard not to put him there as your closer. Now, your setup guy is Familia, who locked down 51 saves in 2016. So the guy right before Franco would come in would be Familia. Rounding out with guys like Armando Benitez, Tug McGraw, and lefty specialist Sid Fernandez. Pretty solid guys right there as well. On the bench, you got so much talent, it's not even funny. You're stacking it. You're just talking about stacks on stacks on stacks when it comes to the talent here. You got Gary Carter, Hall of Fame catcher with some serious pop as well as a hitter is there. You got Howard Johnson, 30 for 30 guy when it's switch hitting power. Solid guy to come off the bench for the team. Mookie Wilson, Speed Demon as well. You got a World Series legend right there with Mookie Wilson and David Kingman. And you might strike out a ton, but when connecting, you're not seeing that baseball. It's going to be in the stands. Now, managing this legendary team, it's best Mets all time, the one and only Gil Hodges, leader behind the 1969 Miracle Mets. How can you not think about that guy right there when it comes to some of the managers all time for the New York Mets? Pretty crazy. Let us know what you think of the teams. So this is the greatest. What we consider, what we ask ChatGPT, what the greatest Mets team of all time, from Seaver to Alonso, the lineup full of legends. But now we want to hear from you, fans, Mets fans. Who did we miss, and who gets an edge in a pitching matchup when it comes to DeGrom or Doc Gooden? Which one would you be more serious about? Having out there for a Game 7. Drop your takes in the comments, hit the like button if you bleed orange and blue. As always, subscribe for more baseball deep dives, dream teams, and hot takes. And until next time, this is Brandon, the 7th Inning Stretch, and we will see you later.